almost late getting started with this. Oh. But I am ready to go. We're just waiting on Phantombit. What is happening? Hold on. Oh, I'm having audio issues. Still having audio issues. Hold on. Why does this keep happening? There we go.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going well.
Awesome. I am
Just,
sending you...
set up on my end. I streamed my guild running through Faded Sanctum of Domination last night, so I have to switch my 3 stream outputs from World of Warcraft back over to Pokemon.
Ah.
And not only that, I beat the randomized Emerald solo, so now I I have
congrats.
to Platinum and Emerald throughout the week. There's Platinum for solo now and Emerald for our thing.
Ah, yeah. Platinum was fun, dude. Like, a lot of people didn't like how Cynthia was, like, a lower level, I guess. But,
she's not that much lower than where she was. The biggest problem is Cynthia's, like, 10 levels above the entire Elite Four. Even in Platinum.
Yeah.
Like, you have to make the Elite Four trivial to make Cynthia's fight okay.
My monitor keeps acting up. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Well, on my end, we have stuff... Oh, I didn't select the right video feed.
Sorry, I was doing an introduction.
Oh, good. My monitor is being weird today with audio issues. Well, on my end, while Phantombit is getting set up, I loaded up my Charizard, my Jumpluff, my Glalie, and my Slowbro, along with the normal team that we have. Everyone's at least level, all of these are at least level 31. And the main reason, Charizard's a backup fire type, Jumpluff is, Jumpluff has been somewhat reliable, is just kind of a grass option, even though grass and flying's not really great against water, because a lot of water types also learn ice type moves. Glalie is ice type, just against dragons, and Slowbro is a water and psychic type, mostly as a substitute in case something happens to Claydol or Xatu. Or both.
Alright, well, I also went ahead and leveled up all of my PC up to 31, 33-ish. 33 being our cap right now.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Because we have to go after the...
I didn't realize the cap was 33. Oh well.
Well, yeah, technically that is the ace of the flying gym. And that's how you determine caps. But I have located the louder, not on the party, but with Stench. Tiffany, the Wish Cache with Guts. Silk, Dustox with Pickup, which finally got a decent move. It has Gus now. I have Sumo.
It was funny. My Dustox came with both, with Gus, Protect, Moonlight, and Psybeam. But it's already level 25, so it's like...
Well, that's why. That's about the learn set.
Yeah.
So I've got Dragoon with Stench, Absol with Marvel Scale, and Kung Fu the Combuskin with Water Veil. But my team right now, as we are soul linked and have our teams connected, are Phase the Vaporeon with Runaway, and I messed up. I thought last week that my Vigoroth would be slacking this week, but no, it will be, but in 3 levels because slacking evolves at 36. Lauren Sen, did you know it took more than 20 attempts for us to beat Emerald solo?
I did not know that.
I don't expect you to be watching my streams normally, so I'm just explaining. But with the slacking that we're going to have today, we also have Tubbs the Snorlax with Forecast, who does have Belly Drum and Rest now. We have Yawn, Belly Drum, Rest, and Headbutt. That is a major combination right there. Only problem is Steel and Rock types for us now. With that, we have Iron Coat the Steelix with Minus. We have Muck the Muck with Volt Absorb, and we have Meowsery, which I have on my team because you have something good in that spot.
Yeah, I don't remember who it is. What's up? That was 112? That is my... Oh, that's my Sizzler, yeah. Which is tragic. I really wish we could find a Moonstone so your Skitty could become something a little bit better. Let's see, for my team, we have Beaky the Xatu. I have Speed Boost. My Claydol, my starter, which is just named Doll, it has damp, so unfortunately I can't use it I can't use explosion on it.
Unfortunate.
Sandvale, Clampet, my Scizor with Sandvale, which, funnily enough, Scizor was also a starter option. It has Quick Attack, Metal Claw, Focus Energy, Pursuit. I had the option to learn Slash, but I decided to stick with Quick Attack and Metal Claw, or the current moveset I have instead. Simply because Quick Attack has priority, Metal Claw's same type of attack bonus, and Dark move with Pursuit. Even though I have Ifrit, a Dark type, it is the only anti-Ghostmon that I had up until getting Ifrit, and if Ifrit dies, it will be the only anti-Ghostmon I have again on a team with 2 Psychic types and a Poison type. Gulp's my starter, Swalot, Body Slam, Yawn, Encore, Sludge. I had the option to learn Toxic, but I decided to stick with Encore over Toxic, simply because there's no, like, Venoshock, and even though Encore's the safer option, with Encore I can Encore, like, Protect or like a status move and get essentially a safe switch in.
Yeah.
Ifrit the Houndoom, Hypercutter, has Ember, Howl, Bite, and Roar. Probably gonna get rid of Howl once Faint Attack comes around, because Dark is special this gen. And then, obviously, Bite will upgrade to Crunch, and Ember will upgrade to Flamethrower eventually, hopefully. And we have Myth with my Dragonair with Poison Point. It has Surf, Dragon Rage, Thunder Wave, and Twister. And that's because those are the only moves it has been able to learn other than Wrap. And Dragonair having Surf is also just good for going against fire types.
Well, I've already moved down into the gym. My gym is electric.
Mine's fighting. So my flying and psychic type is just gonna sweep this entire thing easily.
That's a hope.
Hello, fight me 1v1, please. You can keep using Detect all you want. I have more flies than you have Detects. Also, Xatu has speed boost again, so it just keeps getting faster every turn. But the only thing I'm concerned about is maybe like a Hariyama. But even still, that's a... Fly is like literally the strong... I think Fly is actually the strongest flying type move. Maybe... I don't remember if Hurricane exists yet or not. I was gonna say, maybe Hurricane is stronger. Drill
Sky Attack.
Oh, Sky Attack, right. I keep forgetting Sky Attack exists because it's, I think, unique to Pidgeotto? Or Pidgeot, rather?
It's one of those very niche moves that you just don't think about.
Oh, that was a required 2v2 right here.
Man, I had the head start and you're already past me. But I get it. It's because you actually have super effective against what you're fighting. I don't have any ground type moves.
Oh, this might. I need to switch in. I will swap in Gulps.
But I do have two answers to electricity. My Muck does have Volt Absorb, so it functions like a ground type, and then I also have Steelix.
Oh, this is bad for them. They have a Heracross and a Breloom out against my team, or against my Xatu. Oh!
Problem?
My starter is dead. It just got one shot.
Yeah, fighting type is...
I don't know how that's possible. Because it didn't have stat... There was no stat boosts or anything.
Close combat?
Close combat doesn't exist.
Well, it could have just been a crit.
I guess, but I should have resisted everything.
High jump kick and crit. I've seen that do unfathomable damage.
Yeah, I guess I'm bringing Scizor in then. I don't know. Hold on. Because I think that was the Heracross that did that, right? Hold on.
Yeah, Heracross is dummy.
Heracross
Powerful.
Gen 3. I'm dumbfounded. Because I literally went from full health to dead. It doesn't know anything that could have done that. Like, the only thing it could have possibly done was... Unless it... Maybe Takedown? But I don't think Takedown would have done that either. It was a normally effective move?
It's one of those things where you just have to also look at the stats. Heracross is dummy powerful when it comes to using stab moves.
I guess, but still, I didn't expect a one-hit KO.
Lauren's screaming, "No!"
Yeah, I agree. Like, all right, well, this is awkward because I didn't plan. I had no answer.
This is why we trained up the other Mon as well.
Yeah,
so we can add someone onto the team that is okay. Oh, do you just keep your graveyard in the same box?
No, I saw Chansey down. So what happened was I saw Chansey down here. I knew Chansey was dead, and I was like, I'll just put it down here with Chansey because I'm not used to it being dead. Jeez.
That was my Vaporeon. Okay. I say okay, cool. I was just looking for which one it was, so I could kill it.
So which?
It always Soul Link. If you, I play too much tabletop RPGs. So when I have storytelling mind, I think of so you can do Soul Link in two ways. You either are the technologically advanced or the magically advanced society. And Soul Link in a magically advanced society, your Mon died and mine just starts to wither away and die. Technologically advanced society, you can't rely on those magic tricks. No. Either there's a chip embedded in each of these Pokemon that if one of them ceases to have vital function, the other one explodes or something. Or you just call me up and like, oh yeah, no, Pokemon entry number 2274. Yeah, they passed away over here, and I just have to pull out a knife and tell me about the rabbits, George.
That's really, really dark. See, I prefer I prefer the technologically advanced route where, like, they basically have chips embedded in each other or something, in themselves, or something, and like when one It's a vital function cease. The other one just has like a heart attack or something like that.
The only reason it came to my mind is because my Vaporeon, I'm in an electric type gym, and I'm known for being bad at keeping Mon alive because of losing them to super effective moves. So I just had to take a perfectly healthy Vaporeon and shove it into the graveyard. So my dark mind had to go somewhere with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just still dumbfounded that...
So what are we putting on the team?
I just put Jumpluff back on the team, which is my Route 104 encounter.
104, okay. Oh, my Dragoon. Because the other I would have also offered the 117. Because that's my Wish Cache.
I don't know what my 117 is. Hold on.
I only know because I'm staring at it.
My 117 was... Oh, Glalie. That wouldn't do me any favors in a fighting type gym. At least Jumpluff has... Huh?
It wouldn't hurt you, though.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt, but it wouldn't...
That's fine.
It wouldn't, like... I'm good with Jumpluff.
Yeah, you're good with Jumpluff. I was saying, because Wish Cache is water ground. And I'm in an electric type gym.
I mean, if you need it, then sure, we can do that.
I'm gonna go look at its abilities, moves. It might have, if it has a ground type move, I might prefer it, just because I don't have any super effective moves right now.
Okay.
I'm relying on just resistances rather than actually being able to do damage. It takes like 6 rock throws to kill a Flanary or whatever. The Ampharos is...
Flappy.
Fluffy, yeah. Wish Cache, I need to look at your...
It should have, yeah.
Magnitude, yeah. So...
Alright.
I think we do that.
Yeah, because my lead should hopefully be able to handle anything.
Because, I mean, the Jumpluff is attached to my Shelgon. I mean, that's not a bad combination either.
Exactly.
But as far as typing go, you didn't lose your Flying Psychic. You lost a Poison type.
Yeah, Pure Poison, which is sad because it was one of my better Mon, though.
Gosh.
Alright.
Yeah.
We're still not even all the way through the... We're still not even at the end of the gym yet.
Yeah. One more fight, and then we can take on the gym leader.
Yep. Oh, you know what? We did all that. I don't think I healed. Okay, I did. And of course it was the 2v2 that my Xatu couldn't sweep that I lost someone in.
Right. Oh, this is gonna be so much nicer just to be able to... I'm getting used to the platinum buttons, so I'm sitting here trying to press Y on my controller, and it's like, that button doesn't exist. What? But yeah, Magnitude and Electric type gym is gonna be fun. No, I actually have the ability to sweep. And not risk the dream. Oh, I did end up with a slacking in my other playthrough. Though it wasn't Wonder Guard. It was just a slacking. I think it had it couldn't be burned.
Oh, so it had
Watervale?
Watervale or whatever.
Yeah, I believe it was Watervale.
Yeah, I think I have I think my Charizard has that or something like that. Go ahead and heal if you need to. I'm all ready. I'm literally missing one power point from Fly. That's it.
I forgot to heal when we were executing Order Soul Link. So my Muck was still paralyzed. Because that's the thing, is my Muck functions really well as a pseudo ground type because of Volt Absorb.
Yeah. Dude, I saw it was a fighting type gym. I did not expect, like, I'm still just in shock of the death that happened there. It.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah. So you just.
It's a good word.
Like it's. Needless to say,
All right, let's do this.
Because I'm pretty sure I had a level advantage too. But good
Beautiful
luck.
thing is, in this generation, we don't have to worry about Emolga, the flying squirrel, which just takes away the weakness that of electric type.
Oh, we also don't have to worry about Electros, which is just Emolga but way better.
No, we do still have to worry about Zapdos.
Ha! Speed boost, baby. Oh, Medicham lived. It's okay, it hyper potioned.
Yeah.
And apparently that was a low. It was apparently a low roll too. All right, now we're level 33. Holy crap! You have so many Pokemon, lady.
Yep.
High jump kick. Wait, huh? I call shenanigans. It missed the high jump kick, but it didn't take half damage.
It might have Hardhead or Rockhead.
I guess so. Aha! You used Detect on the first turn for Fly. Mind Reader, okay. We'll just now Nightshade you then. There you go, okay. And Heracross. Goodbye. I've never seen a trainer spam Fly with Speed Boost before.
You've never what?
See, she said I've never seen a trainer command Pokemon so elegantly before, and I was making fun of it by saying I've never seen a trainer spam Fly with Speed Boost before. TM40 contains Twister. And I got her number.
You player.
What? Scott? Says a lot. You want Fortune Gym, your strength price. You really are the training partner I've been searching for. Well, I don't know why you would be searching for me, Scott. I would think literally any other trainer would also suffice. Well, maybe not any other trainer, but at the very least the Elite Four or Steven or the champion. I think his name. I think Wallace is the champion in this one. I know Steven's champion in original, but I think they changed that slightly in this. Where like,
I mean, you can still go fight Steven.
yeah,
Actually, I have.
Yeah, it's a post game encounter. It's a post game battle though.
Yeah, I ended up not doing it because his Pokemon are like level 70s, and I had already like hurled myself over in pain against myself. Champion is Wallace, yeah. Of using rare candies so that I didn't have to farm. Because I got to the Elite Four and I still had like an hour left of stream. I was like, I want to just do it. Have it done.
Yeah. I definitely feel that.
Awesome. Belly drum. It should fall asleep. We rest. We're now taking naps across from each other. And hate Confuse Ray.
That's scary when you have a maxed out physical attack.
The problem is, it's my luck. I never, Confuse Ray is supposed to be like a coin flip, but it doesn't work for me.
I'm going to put someone else up front.
And it has like 25 PP. So she can just keep confusing my team forever.
Switch. Guess I'll put that up front because you're the lowest one. Item. Give. Lucky egg.
I'm gonna.
I don't care that you're already holding black glasses.
Oh, I'm a dummy dum 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 and did not bring any healing item. Okay, we're doing this.
Take my Yet speed share and slap that onto. Well, I was gonna grind, but then I heard that you didn't have any healing items in the gym against the gym leader, so just gonna wait.
I'm on her last mon, but it's this freaking Confuse Ray.
Rest and snore.
Yeah, but I mean, no. That's the funny thing is I'm asleep and I will still ask if it will still be like is confused.
Oh,
heard itself in confusion while asleep.
I did not know that was possible, huh?
Because I was doing that before as well. It's
okay, this is gonna be. Oh. I was gonna say this might sound really dumb, but you might want to start just switching between Mon and trying to bait out as many confusions as possible.
The problem is if I switch to Iron Coat, it's gonna one-shot it with Water Gun because it's raining.
And Meowser is also probably gonna get one shot.
No, it didn't get one shot. Alright, who am I killing?
Good.
Because I need a switch.
Rest well, Caesar. Wait, oh, no, you had to switch, right?
Well, I don't have to, but you basically can help me decide who I'm killing so I get a
clean switch?
A clean switch.
Rest well, Caesar. Rest well, Caesar.
That's Meowsery?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I outspeed? I doubt it. No, I didn't.
Lantern also normally has Swift Swim, so... Actually, no, it doesn't. It normally has, I think, either Volt Absorb or Water Absorb, but so it might have been randomized to have Swift Swim. So now you have a clean switch in against it. You could bring Tuz back out and try to rest, maybe? Were you outspeeding it before?
So fat. No.
Were you outspeeding it with anyone before?
I don't remember. I mean, I could go Muck and hope... no, because it's raining, Water Gun does more than Spark. Like, we could have baited the AI. If it wasn't raining, it would try using Spark and Mucka's Volt Absorb.
Yeah. You don't have any healing at all? Like, no potions, no sodas, not even super potions or anything like that? Not even
No.
like an energy root?
I checked.
Jeez.
Otherwise, I would have healed Tubbs.
Is there anyone with own tempo?
No.
Jeez. Forecast soundproof. Got, I was gonna ask how many water guns it's used, but it's a water gun.
It's not. It's used
points,
more.
So
water gun has 30. So
yeah, I don't remember if it was 25 or 30, but it's
25 or 30.
It's up there.
It's enough that you don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I guess yeah, I don't know what to do in this situation other than or without any healing items. You could try resting, but
Yes.
awesome.
We survived with one.
Awesome. That one's all you need, just headbutt. Okay, that one was not all you needed. Yawn.
We're fine.
We're less fine. That's why I suggested yawn to begin with.
How do you hurt yourself in confusion going to sleep?
So in the anime, they basically are just kind of going nuts.
Does confusion hate me so much? It never works that way when I confuse things.
Alright, so that was... I forgot who
We'll
that
figure
was.
it.
Yeah.
If we
If we
just a run end.
survive.
This might just be a run end right here. Is we is raining water stab water gun on Steelix.
Rock throw, at the very least, I would say. Or maybe not. Steal it.
Why did it choose to flail?
It might have been. It must have been out of water guns at that point.
I hate this freaking game.
So who lived? Is the question.
Steelix. Steelix is the only one.
No, I'm saying who. Which one of my? Yeah, on my team.
You're standing there. All right, nice shiny badge. I hope my partner's doing okay. And you just watch
And then
your
everyone
Pokemon start
just
dying.
yeah. Oh my word.
Just looking in horror. Oh my. Hate this stupid freaking game.
Wait, was that? Wait, you had Shelgon out, didn't you? Oh no, that was Whiscash.
No.
Okay, so that was Whiscash was my Glalie. I know that much.
So let me first mark my deaths. Thank you again for showing me PokeLink. It's been outstanding for my streams.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I would use it myself if we ever could figure out, if we had managed to figure out how to get it working. Well, I know for a fact the ones that are coming onto my team are gonna be Slowbro, Jumpluff, Charizard, and whoever is linked to your Steelix. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting that much death.
Hey, look, man.
I'm just gonna assume Houndoom's dead. We'll figure it out later.
Confusion is so mean to me. This game hates me. That's why I was so happy to be done with it for my solo playthrough. Okay, party Pokemon. So Wishcash was the Route 117. Vigoroth was Route 106.
Hold on, 117 was... Okay, Wishcash
Actually, let me just...
17.
have you already moved your the Mon off of your team? Because I could just tell you which Mon was...
So I halfway have. Basically, the only two that are
Steelix
left
is from Granite Cave.
Steelix is from Granite Cave.
That's the only one that survived from my team. Everyone else that was on your team...
Okay, that's my Claydol.
Oh, no. Everyone else that was on your team for the fight.
And then you.
I'm glad.
That's so sad. My Xatu swept a gym to die of a heart attack immediately afterwards.
Just a minor stroke. So the Mon you're putting on your team, because I have no say in right now. I feel bad. So what all are you bringing?
Well, I got the ones that I trained up. I have Claydol.
Routes, because I need to be able to pull on the ones that are attached to them.
Hold on. I have to over here. Summary. So I have Granite Cave, which is my Claydol, New Mauville, which is Slowbro.
New Mauville.
Shelgon's good. It's gonna be on the team. It's Jumbluff. It's my Jumbluff.
Yeah.
Gives you a that's a good pair up, and it gives you a pseudo again.
Okay, so Cinnabon. That's New Mauville.
Route 120.
Buskin.
Also not bad. It's a starter for both of us. I think that's all I had. New Mauville, 120, 104, and Granite Cave. Those are all the ones that I had trained up. For now, I'll put the cast form, whatever that was. That was my one. That's our 119, or one of that was my Dustots, I guess. Oh, that's your Absol.
Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't want that Mon on my team. I just killed an entire team, so run is allowed to continue because I survived with one, which was the Mon that shouldn't have survived.
I don't know what else to put in after this, though.
I mean, I do have a Loudred and Hariyama. But if so 119.
Well, so the thing is with mine, like the only one that I could put in that I wouldn't actually know. I was gonna say the only one I could put in that I wouldn't already have would be I originally thought was Wooper with Quagsire, but I got Ground and Water.
We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I know. I guess I'll put in Parasect, just because it's the highest level I have, which is 21. Hold on, what's your Hariyama?
Hariyama is
perfect.
Jagged Pass.
Oh, Jagged Pass, wait.
Which is what your Parasect is.
Yes, okay, yeah, perfect.
Okay. Because I went ahead and leveled everyone. Because I know me.
Yeah,
After 20 runs in Emerald,
I have to do now. A lot
after
of
20 runs in Emerald, I learned, you know what? Let's just level everyone.
Let's see. The good news is I have an EXP share. I can give that to Parasect.
Though this is where we are going to have a major opening up of more routes. Surf routes 105 and 108 open up because we now have fly. We want to go down south and get to the next town first, so we unlock it as a fly route. The Safari Zone, Route 122, 23. Can't get 24 because there are whales in the way. Any town we haven't gotten yet, we'll be able to fly to.
Yeah. Where's the good rod at, by the way? Do you know?
I know the super rod is in Moss Deep. The good rod we should have already gotten. That was just across the water from Mauville.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, 118. There's a fisherman on the beach there.
Oh, I did not know that. Actually, yeah, okay, yeah, I got it and didn't remember getting it.
Double check. Stock.
Oh, we also have Mount Pyre coming up, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Mount Pyre, there's a static in the Team Aqua base. There's the Team Magma base, which I believe is what you're referring to by Mount Pyre.
No, Mount Pyre's the this game's Lavender Tower.
Oh yeah.
Or Pokemon Tower.
That's I put that right there with 122 because it's inside 122. It's a little late now, but I should probably keep about 10 healing items, even if they are more expensive than my normal routine. But now we travel south. We travel down 121. And 121 is long.
Yeah, I should put Charizard up front, I guess, for now.
Do you have an XP share?
I do. It's on.
Okay,
I do, but it's on my Parasect.
Well, no, I say that because at least you have your XP share. The XP bonus item I have is egg.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also have Lucky Egg. I lucked out and got Lucky Egg, Amulet Coin, and Master Ball, or not Amulet Coin. Lucky Egg, XP share, and Master Ball. I think it was all in the same session. I was like, wow.
Oh, as a note, keep in mind, 42 is our next level.
42 is our next level, and our
cap. So I always aim for about 2 levels under because that's more fun than being matching. In my mind.
And our next
it becomes too easy if you match.
121, right?
Didn't we get that?
No, we're on 120. 121 is the
okay.
It's the route at the end of 120.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the one that turns. Yeah, it goes east rather than north south.
Yeah.
Move items. I need to move something around.
Oh, it's raining. Charizard, you're no longer gonna be out front. I'm gonna put my...
Yeah, that area is always raining.
Front, I guess.
Or almost always raining.
I didn't remember that.
Take, and I will give this to... Frickin'.
Oh, why do you have...
My graveyard is so sad.
Mine
Zapdos.
is too.
Well, a Zapdos, a Seaking, a Vigoroth, which didn't get to become a Slacking.
Oh, no. Cascoon
Is that your
Wonder
encounter?
Guard. Huh?
Oh, no.
No, it's not. It's a trainer battle.
That's the thing, Lauren, is that this isn't even the biggest my graveyard's ever been.
At least it was just a Cascoon.
I know Kung Fu.
Huh. Arcanine with Sandstream. That's interesting. Eee! Arcanine with extreme speed in Sandstream.
Jeez.
It knocked my Slowbro down to half health in one hit. Oh yeah, that Auron is still there. Because it roared and then I one-shot the encounter I was gonna grab because it wouldn't matter anyway because it would have been linked to a Rattata which has been released. I suppose I could kill it for EX speed shit's sake though.
You're not fighting. You're running.
I'm just gonna lead by Brava. Oh, I can't just... Huh. That's weird. If I interact with it, it just says something unseeable is in the way. It doesn't give me the option to use the Devon Scope.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're broken because you ran away from it.
Well, I didn't run away from it. It roared and sent me away.
Right.
Mighty Yana is a...
I need to go back.
Pure Dart type.
I need to stop playing risky. I don't want to ruin this run for you.
Ooh, Swagger. I will swap in... Actually, yeah, it shouldn't have Fire Fang, so Petal should be fine. Seed. There we go.
Esther, why does this game hate me? Nothing's going on now, but I'm still thinking back on that fight. Like, what ancient deity could I have possibly upset it to?
That's a very good question.
The problem is it's not like it just blatantly beats me down and I can just give up on hope. No, it likes to build up my hope. I had a Vigoroth called the Dream because I was a dream. I felt like I could get a Slacking. It likes to build up my hope and then smash it with hurting yourself 3 times in a row with confusion that seems that it never wants to break.
Damn, Mile. Oh no!
What happened?
They sent in a fortress. I'm gonna surf and hope I one-shot it. I did. Because, as we all know, Fortress Light's using one of 2 moves. Self-destruct or Explosion.
Explosion!
Oh, a Kingdra. That's awkward. That's really awkward. I don't have anything for this. Confusion. Disable your water gun. And a Dragonair. Boy, that Glalie would have been nice. I don't think he'll have Surf.
Nothing learns Surf innately.
Yep, gonna have to heal my Charizard up a little bit though, because it got poisoned. Mostly just curing the poison.
Oh,
actually,
I need to fix my team overlay.
Just fly back to Fortree.
Come on, Pokelink. Yeah, I don't have anyone who can learn Fly yet. If Dragoon would go ahead and evolve.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't. I don't care if you teach someone if you teach Fly to your Dragoon, because it's gonna become a flying type. The hope is that it becomes a flying type that can learn fly. That learns fly on evolution anyway.
Doesn't learn fly on evolution.
Yeah,
Nothing learns HMs. What? HMs on
Salamence
evolution?
is the only one, I'm pretty sure. I remember that because the big thing about Salamence is it evolves from Bagon, and Bagon's dream is to be able to fly one day. Like, that's the dream of all Bagon. They have a hive mind of just wanting to fly.
But it learns it naturally at 50.
Oh, it learns it naturally at 50?
Yeah. Gen 3
that
learns it at 50.
That must be the evolution level then.
Good thing we turned on nicer evolutions. Yeah, level 50.
It evolves from Shogun starting at level 50.
Well,
level 50.
It'll evolve by 40, I think. I think we turned that process on.
I think we only changed impossible evolutions. So like at 30, so like a Trademon will evolve at I think 37 or 38, something like that.
Shogun.
Oh jeez.
Hollywood.
Okay, thank goodness we snapped out the confusion.
Combusting.
I'll just soda pop. I still have 50 soda pops from the beginning of the game.
I used up all of mine and never got a chance to go refill.
I just talked to this lady from the grass. I like to think of it as, you know, like, hey, what's up? And she's just like, ah, what the hell? She threw out her Rapidash because I scared her.
I skip a lot of the trainers on these routes because there's a whole plethora of encounters once we get to the next town and start flying.
So I would skip them, but I need to level up.
That's fair.
I one-shot Ho-Oh with Surf.
Well, the other thing is flying to all of the routes and just checking them off is going to be a good
encounter.
hour and a half.
What are you? It's just another Cradily. I think all my invisible encounters, aside from that one Aron at the beginning, are gonna be Cradily.
Cinnabon, you learn Surf.
Okay, listen. Cradily. See what you're doing? I need you to stop. Surf. We keep hurting ourselves! That was so weird.
That's good for you, Geo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't mute. That was to chat. Someone posted something really weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go and teach Fly to Shulgin. Because we'll get it. We'll get them there. And this way I don't have to have
I was honestly considering teaching Fly to my
HM
Dragonair as well. But I had it on Zatu, so I'm like, you know what, one's good enough.
Fly, Surf. Don't need to pet. Don't teach. At the moment.
Yeah, one thing about Pokémon is it really, especially with Nuzlocke, is it really is just about getting really far, or just seeing how far you can get, then going back to the Pokémon Center to go past the, and going past the point that you were at before. Oh, this is gonna be hard. He's sending in Dragonite. Ah, T-Wave. I think I got paralyzed twice. Ancient power. Latias! Uh-oh.
Alright, you're in a much more interesting fight. Let's make your screen big.
I mean, I just fought a Dragonite, so... Ancient power again. One more ancient power. Full restore!
There.
Okay. No one died, thank goodness. Charizard is in critical health and paralyzed. It would be perfect for catching. It has 7 HP and paralyzed. I think it got paralyzed. So it got hit by a Dragon Rage, and then I think it got paralyzed twice. From a Dragonite. That's so weird that, like, the one invisible encounter I have was an Aron, and then all the other ones have been Cradily.
Maybe in the future, if we end up running more, if we're stuck running more, maybe that one is a separate static.
Yeah, it very well seems like it might have been. Have you checked any of yours? Oh yeah, yours is Gardevoir versus whatever your versus Absol, I think it was. Or no, not Absol. It was Rattata. That's why we were like, no, it's not. That's why we were like, it's not a big deal if we miss this one.
It teleports. Don't.
Why does a Gardevoir no teleport at that level?
Coward.
I made it past the rain.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk around it.
Just to get ambushed by a bug catcher with ghost types, and I don't have a dark type. Darn it. Well, it's a good thing I switched to Charizard, because it mean-looked to me immediately.
Ooh. It did not want you getting away.
I had a Psychic type out against a Ghost type. But that's just because I was leading with the Psychic type. Hi, no, I will not be fighting you again, Jeffrey. Dragon Scale, I forget what that does. Is that just a selling thing?
Clamp Pearl.
No, that's Deep Sea Scale.
And...
That's Deep Sea Tooth and Deep Sea Scale. Dragon Scale.
Oh no, oh no,
Seadra. Yeah, it's Seadra.
Seadra into
Seadra Kingdom.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, I'm on 121.
I am.
You want to be the encounter?
You go ahead. I'm picking berries. I'm also gonna grab this item up here. 6 special berries. That's just 6 antidotes. Ooh, more berries. Awesome.
I got a Geodude.
Okay. Give me a moment. That's like the 3rd Black Flute I've found. The game just doesn't want me getting encounters. Alright, I have made it to 121, and... Oh! I did not expect
You did not... You did not skip the double battle.
I did not know there was a double battle. I'm gonna do something stupid and use Surf with my fire and flying type out, and then fly.
I mean, you can choose not to do something stupid. I've already caused enough death as it is today. You don't have to add to it.
Don't worry, I'm doing less stupid stuff now.
Oh, he's rolling out. I just need him to get in the
Awesome.
ball. It's a Geodude. I'm using a neutral ball.
Awesome. I got Spore and Parasect.
Yeah, that was so clutch in my playthrough.
It's also a timid Parasect, which just means it's gonna be really hard to outspeed it, because Parasect's main thing is that it's like a fast physical attacker. Species Clause. I legitimately have a Quilava.
But just insert that Spider-Man meme with Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man.
Well, one of them has to be dead and in the ground. Ooh, a Gulpin! So, also, Species Clause, technically?
Yes. Not even technically. That is Species Class.
Okay. If I had to make a choice between a bunch of Mon that I already have, though, I'm gonna go with the Gulpin over the, oh, Fortress. Don't have this one. It might just blow up. It's a Bug and Steel type. I'm gonna take a big risk here and try to put it to sleep with Parasite. Spore. Spore. It self-destructed, killed my Parasite. It protected twice and then self-destructed. Well, we're close to a PC, anyway.
The logic behind that. No, don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! I hurt me!
Exactly.
Okay, Dumosu.
I didn't switch my EXP Seraph Parasite either, whoops. There's so many Dragon-type trainers. Hold on, I had to... I knew, I knew it was a risk putting, Parasite in, but I figured, if it was gonna self-destruct, it would have just done that on the first turn. Instead, I think it protected like 2 or 3 times in a row and then blew itself up. It had to be absolutely certain that that I wasn't just gonna leave.
Diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity. Alright. We are no longer diplomats.
Yellow Shard. Okay, well, Safari Zone is just right here.
Yeah, but you have to go to the town first.
Oh, we
you
do?
Have to get, you have to get the cube thing.
Oh.
Pokeblock thing. I can survive another person. Yes. Aha. I know Kung Fu. Lucky for me, I'm also no longer in dire straits and have no be a dummy dum dum. And oh, I'll just use this full restore I picked up. Oh no, he cursed me. Whatever will I do?
There are so many fire types with this trainer. I just held the speed up button down and just spam surf.
Oh, we also we're gonna have access to the mart now, and there's gonna be TMs.
Don't we have to fight our rival before we do that?
Well, yes, but we're leveled up to level cap of the last gym for most of our Mon. We should be fine.
Ah.
It's not a high one. There's.
Okay, you just encored me into using Psybeam.
You just encored. Thank you.
You just encored your own death. That's scary. Metronome with hyper voice. Oh.
Now to remember what route your parasect was on, so I can execute another mon.
I will pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
It was...
Wasn't it my Hariyama? Jagged Path?
Yes. Jagged Pass.
Okay. Oh, and I need to move Geodude out of the graveyard. You're not dead yet. Keep term yet.
That's not just trying to learn Whirlwind. I don't think that's gonna do anything for it.
Oh, actually, no. You get released because my partner's 121 killed itself.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, avoiding that lady. Gonna try to avoid this guy. Oh! I didn't see the other lady. You are sending it. You have a Swampert, lady. Well, I have a grass type. Bide? That's cute. Leech Seed. Sleep Powder.
That's so. I will be honest. That's the reason I mean, I start with Parasect out normally if I have it on my team. Careful about that rock throw.
Yeah. Oh, it self-destructed. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna even risk this thing having water absorb. That's like the one move that has been killing me is self-destruct. aside from like the one bite, the crit bite that killed my Quilava like ages ago from an Entei.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jumpluff's dead.
Oh, that's my Dragoon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just about to put him in the lead to fight my rival.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. This is a Soul Link. It's harder than a normal Nuzlocke.
Well, it
took me 20 tries to beat a normal Nuzlocke.
So it's one thing for me to die due to a lack of my own skill. It's another thing for me to put a Pokemon to sleep, have it use Rock Throw 4 times, and then on like the 5th turn that it's able to attack, it just blows itself up and killing both of us.
Yeah, it's one thing to have a 50-50 chance of confusion. It's another thing to have a 50-50 chance of confusion that doesn't work 7 times in a row. So,
no, I have Meganium. We're running out of Pokemon.
Well, no, we're about to have a ton of routes. Is the thing. Like I just looked at the route tracker. We never actually did do 109. Down below Slateport, so we have that 105, 108. We have the shipwreck. There's a spot you can fish in there. We have 122, 123, Safari Zone. Yeah, we have plenty of routes now. We got through a chokehold, a choke point.
Okay.
So for my benefit, I'm gonna put Locate the Loudred from 110 onto the team.
Okay. I don't have anyone that would make a difference here, so yeah, it's just.
Well, yeah,
on you.
I didn't even level up one of my the Cascoon I have because I got a Cascoon from like a gift or an egg.
Okay,
Yeah, from the egg.
Okay, I have.
Yeah, because I already had a Dustox. I don't I don't level up duplicates. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your other team?
So full team is I'm leaving a spot flank right now. I've left the spot flank because there's no point in filling that. We're about to have a ton of routes anyways.
Assuming we don't wipe.
Well, if we wipe, then we get to start over.
Yep.
Or we have to sit and contemplate for ourselves if this is really worth it all. Why do you get a Shelgon? No fair!
I did not heal. It's fine.
No fair. You don't get. You're not supposed to have a Shelgon. My Shelgon died, and that's the only Shelgon that's allowed to exist.
Fortunately, a grass type trainer that uses Sunny Day and has a Scizor out. I think we'll be fine. Wow, it lived. Charizard also lived, though. Okay, I beat my rival. Yours is gonna be a lot harder because it's a dragon type trainer. Mine was grass. Mine was grass and I have a Charizard, so...
It's got Dragon Rage.
And Rough Skin.
Rough Skin! Alright, I think this is gonna be the end. We don't survive a Dragon Rage.
Can you? You should be able to heal, right?
Yeah, but
Dragon Rage only has like 10, so.
Yeah, but then he's gonna throw out another mon that has Dragon Rage.
Okay, now
there's our opening.
Yep. And what's his ace? Oh, you have to decide whether you want to learn Sandstorm. It would be better than Screech, I feel.
Screech has done a lot.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Metal Sound.
No.
I'm thinking Metal Sound.
Yeah, you're thinking Metal Sound. I never use Harden.
Yeah.
If anything, another Shelgon. Shelgon doesn't get Dragon Rage.
It gets Ember though, which is just a special fire type move that's just super effective on you. Oh, it has speed boost.
I've seen its damage though. Yeah, mine didn't, but for some reason mine is meh. Heal up, Cinnabon. There we go. Actually, I'll just keep healing. Is that? Oh no.
No, you're not gonna be able to out heal Ember. If it crits, has like 30.
Well, no, it just barely did anything.
Oh.
It's more of worrying about the crits.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Ember has 25 points too, so.
Well, it wasn't even about out healing it. It was I was gonna just let the Sandstorm beat him down.
Do you have a water type move on your Poliwhirl?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I said that. I forgot. Dragon resists water.
Yeah, but I'm gonna set up I'm gonna try hypnosis and set up rain dance. It's still. Stop it! There. We should get at least one turn.
At least on my end, we have a jolly sea shanty to keep us entertained. I kid. This is kind of fun. It's kind of funny.
Stop it!
This intense battle going on over this.
There.
And now for his starter, a Ditto. Which is just
only it's gonna become whatever I throw out.
yeah, so throw out Steelix, then throw out Poly, then swap to, I guess, Combustion, maybe?
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which this is actually a bad idea because I have Rock Throw. Steelix has Rock Throw. I mean. That didn't do anything. We're good.
I was gonna say, it should be fine. Yeah.
There we go. Ah! Okay.
Holy crap. I'm healing again. I didn't even battle. I'm just healing again. That was... This is move to leader. And the museum.
Alright. To tower floor 4. What's with the museum?
Huh?
What's with the museum?
What do you mean? I didn't go into the museum.
Varies depending on the location. Well, you mentioned museum.
Oh, that's where you would go for, that's where we would go for the, whatchamacallit. That's the burst of light may lower special defense.
Half of damage.
I don't know what that is. Oh, Luster Purge.
Either Giga Drain or Leaf.
Shooting attack lowers the foe's speed. Icy Wind? Lump of ink to damage and cut accuracy. Octozuka. Body Slam.
Ooh, Ghost Punch. Shadow Punch.
Screech.
I'm definitely grabbing Aurora Beam.
Oh, on a sleeping foe every nightmare? Dizzy Punch. And Spit Up. I have Spit Up as a TM as one of my options. Luster Purge. I do have Luster Purge as an option, so that might be pretty good. Body Slam, Octozuka. I think this one's Icy Wind.
I really wish Octozuka was actually good. But it's outshined by Surf immediately.
Yeah. Dizzy Punch. I don't know what this move is. Inflicts a quarter damage on a sleeping foe every and is cut off.
Nightmare.
Okay. I didn't think that was still in this jam.
Yep. It's got a lot of setup to do, but it's a good one.
Yeah, you have to put a foe. You have to put him to sleep. Then
I had it on Parasect at one point with Spore Nightmare, and
yeah,
then I died. Then it died. I lost that run.
Ah.
Okay. So we have several routes we can do, and I guarantee you this is.
Let me.
I've done this before. This is going to take probably most of the rest of the time, and then we'll have a lot of farming to do. So first off, whenever you're ready to leave there, You have to go to the contest place.
I'm looking for the balls.
Yeah, general. It's second floor. Person on the left.
Just buy 20 of them. Because I don't think I'm going to use any of those TMs other than maybe.
I picked up Aurora Beam because ice is not a good Mon type, but it's a great damage type. Ice Mon are too squishy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I got Shadow Punch, Giga Drain, and Aurora Beam from them.
It sucks for it sucks for ice types because they have so many weaknesses, and in my opinion, fairy type is just way better. Like it just does ice type way better than ice does.
I have my opinion of ice because of I haven't been playing in Generation Fairy for a couple months now, so contest building. Talk to the lady on the left. You don't have to sign up for a contest. She just hands you the thing.
So the lady on the left at the counter?
Yeah, all the way up.
Okay.
I think the first place we go is the Safari Zone. Oh, I have a evil. Just to remind you of how much the game hates me. I had a Master Ball in one of my solo runs, and I go to the Safari Zone. I haven't seen a single legendary my entire run, but I have a Master Ball. I've had this Master Ball sitting in my bag since the very beginning. Get to the Safari Zone. We're in the Safari Zone, so we're only allowed to use Safari Balls. Our encounter in the Safari Zone is Mewtwo.
Ouch.
I did not see another legendary in that run until I died. I ended up losing that run.
Oh, I went too far north. I'm gonna go heal real quick. My Claydol had to fight a Weavile. It lived, fortunately, thanks to ancient power, but was still not a good matchup. Let me leave, Kolava. I don't need your help. I don't need your help either, Fortress. Oh, I didn't battle these two?
No, we skipped right past them.
Right.
Alright, I got the last encounter, so you get the Safari.
Dots. I guess I'll use Gust, because that's the only thing I have that will damage.
These encounters don't count because it's his encounter. So, Linoon, possibility. Don't. Going to a different zone. This is beautiful. I can go to a different zone if I can test out the zones for myself.
Okay. I need to... Actually, I don't need to heal, because I can just... Oh, that's right, each zone in the Safari Zone has different... Oh, each zone is counted differently, right? Or is the Safari Zone just one...
So they all pop up as Safari Zone, so it's all one. So for you, it's basically just worth it to just go to that front grass.
Ah.
Whereas for me, because it's your encounter, I'm running around seeing if I can get something before you get your encounter. Something good.
I found a Grumpig. It's technically species clause.
Yeah, not even technically. That's.
I have a Spoink. So.
You haven't gotten your encounter yet. I ran away from the Dodrio.
Houndour. Oh, this is so tempting.
That's species clause, though, if you don't want it.
I want new stuff. If I can get new stuff. Okay, I think this grass just has Grumpig and species and Houndour. Oh, C-Dot. That's not species clause. Ball. For free. Ball. Caught it. Okay, there we go.
Rattata, but I didn't actually
Species
catch the one before.
Oh.
Because it was our Kecleon.
Yeah, it was our status.
And yours got ran. Yours ran.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Rattata. Raticate's actually really strong. It's just not. It's not the strongest. I'm gonna send this one you get because you caught your C-Dot. So.
Oh, hi, Electrode. I want to leave.
There we go.
He's just like, let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you need anything. I want to leave. What? Why can't I talk to you? Talk to him again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple.
I need to.
Next route. Oh, sorry. You need to what?
I need to use the restroom real quick. Give me a bit.
All right. I'm gonna get my 122 encounter up. Okay. So what is my 122 encounter?
I am back, but my audio glitched out. Give me a second.
Hey, no worries. It's only level 7. We can do this easy. Oh, I had a rare candy, so I evolved the Rattata into Raticate. And it got Trace. Meh. Like, I had a Wonder Guard Rattata before, and I was just going to take that Rattata to the end game, but that's when I learned that Regice gets superpower at 25. And now that's burnt into my skull, because that was the second normal type Wonder Guard Mon that I'd lost to a superpower from a Reggie.
I have my my C dot has a pearl on it, and it has runaway. I'll just store these super potions that I have. Because I bought some super potions when we went to that really far north town Fall Arbor, I think. Just because we were super far away, just because I needed a little bit of healing, or I was running low on healing, and we were super far away from the soda pops, and we were still far away from Fly.
But now that we have Fly, I mean, there's water at the top of the convenience store as well. I caught my 122.
Okay.
Since you were first for Safari, I was 122. Then we have Mount Pyre, 123. Then we go back to Lily Cove, catch there. Then we fly down to Newport or Petalburg.
Oh, you know what? Oh.
And then we have a ton of encounters. Like, the rest of this session is going to be us catching Mon, and then we'll be able to farm up.
Hey, if you want to release that Chikorita, I'm fine with it, because I have a Meganium.
I want it.
Okay.
It's a starter type. It's a starter grass type. It's good.
Alright.
I might end up regretting it. Like, the next encounter I get on the water might be a level 5 Mewtwo or something. But whatever. It was easy to catch. I caught it in one ball.
Weeping Bell.
Yeah, that's not. That is your encounter.
I don't even know who to switch in here. Dusnots, go.
All right. What else could I? I could have caught an Apom. I prefer Chikorita over Apom.
I will throw my Ultra Ball, I guess. Okay, I caught it.
Nice.
Whew. Wait, I do have to nickname you. I wish I knew more about this Weeping Bell.
Like what job it has.
Well, like you remember the Weeping Bell I had that had Flame Body with Jalapeno.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna call you Flycatcher or something like that, I guess.
Oh, and I have Shellgun on the team right now just so that I have the fly without having had to teach it.
Just enough room. Awesome. Yeah, I need to heal. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah, no worries.
So.
You're having a much harder time. I suffered in the gym, but after that, you've been having the harder time. My suffering caused your suffering. Because I took away all of your good tools.
I'm just gonna. It may have been a waste. It was a waste to use that soda pop and then fly. I know, but I forgot. I forgot my Pokemon. Yeah, I forgot my Pokemon was, or my Dustots was asleep. Honestly. Hey, Mr.
We're about to do a bunch of farming. Like,
goodbye.
I guarantee you, the number of encounters we have left, it's going to be another hour of just encounters.
Weeping Bell, goodbye.
Alright. You're first from Mount Pyre. And we're not going... we shouldn't climb yet because there's that gauntlet of fighting. This doesn't count.
Thank goodness. Articuno!
The problem is, do you think you can get it?
I know I can get it! Master Ball,
Oh, you
go!
have a Master Ball! Okay. So, this is
it's
my
on
encounter.
you!
It's all on me. Okay, my encounter is a Feebas.
Great.
No, that's fine. We're about to do a bunch of farming. Me getting a Milotic is not a bad thing.
Oh, right, because Milotic's
take me
an
forever.
impossible... Technically, no, because you... you have to max beauty for Milotic.
I have to max beauty. It's gonna take me a lot of work, but it's not a... We're about to do a bunch of farming. I guarantee it. I had a Milotic on my victory team. My attempt 20 victory team. It was a Milotic with Wonder Guard.
Hey, maybe lightning will strike twice.
Maybe. If it does, I need.
Oh god, Articuno's a common encounter in here.
Yeah, in here there's like only 2 Mon. That means it's going to be a great place for farming. Once you get to where you can safely kill an Articuno.
I mean, I can safely kill it with my 4 times offensive rock type move.
I'm just gonna name it what I named the other one in hopes that it just manifests the Wonder Guard. There we go, Beauty. Though Beauty was a boy. This is his sister.
I think Milotic statistically has higher chance of being female. I could be mistaken, though. Like, I think the gender ratio is slightly skewed more to female.
I have no idea. I just know that my Wonder Guard Milotic was male. Alright, 123 is my encounter. Larvitar.
Ooh, not bad. Another potential pseudo. Citrus berries! Well, too bad they only heal 30 this gen instead of the, like 23% or whatever it is in later gens.
Wait, why did... Attack miss. That wasn't...
Hey, I got a TM19 from the shit that looks like a battle girl. And TM19 is... Iron Tail.
You know what? Switch to this for now. Should work. Yeah.
Oh, my encounter is a... It's a Milotic.
I mean, you can choose to catch it, or you can species.
I'm gonna try to catch it, I think. Actually, I have Slowbro. The main problem is I just don't have anything good for this. I think I'll species, actually.
Alright. There we go. Nice
not
and
saying
low.
Milotic is bad. I'm just saying that I
Milotic's
personally
good.
I have a Slowbro, so that my water type need is currently filled. I mean,
specifically, Milotic has better special stats than
most
Blastoise.
others. Yeah.
And in this gen, all water is special type. So
yeah.
go sleep.
Oh, I should have taken the Milotic. I gotta center it.
That's fine. That's the beauty of it.
You think it'll live a Mud Slap? It's only 5 levels difference, and Mud Slap's
Yeah,
really weak.
that'll live.
It almost didn't.
But did I lie to you? It did.
Oxford Pokeball.
This one I'm tight. T-type.
S-C-O...
Okay.
I'll use Scout.
You got it? Cool.
Yep.
Back up to Lily Cove. I'm sorry. I've 20 attempts.
Oh no. I'm completely fine with you taking
this
the lead
route
here.
I also have PokeLink open to all of the routes that we still have to do. So
yeah. And
so yeah, it's just the water route outside of Lily Cove. You can surf or fish. That 123 was my encounter, so it's you.
I'm gonna try fishing, I think. Actually, probably shouldn't, but... Typhlosion, Species Clause.
Okay.
I'll surf.
I mean, either way,
Illumis-
you have... Okay. Either way, you have the chance of something low level or something R level. Ooh, Marsh.
This is what, 1923. It might live outside me. And oh, it's a Wonder Guard Illumise! That's a lot more interesting.
Yeah! That's bug, so fire, rock, ground.
No fire, rock, flying.
No, fire, rock, flying, yeah. Ground. It's actually resistant to ground.
That's also awkward though, because that means I can't damage it, I don't think, without killing it.
Do you have poison powder?
I don't think
Or
I do.
confusion?
Maybe on my... I do not have confusion. Not through a status move, anyway. I have
I mean...
I have the actual attack confusion on 2 Pokemon, but...
You do have confusion, but that's mostly caused by just being a person. Alright. Pokefan, welcome back. You get to be a Marsh Stomp.
You know, it almost got caught in a repeat ball. That would have been hilarious.
Nice.
Okay, I caught it with that Ultra Ball.
Okay, so after this, I mean, we can go from Petalburg or, oh, I don't have Petalburg marked as though we had caught it. So we'll start there.
We didn't... I don't think we did an encounter there, because we couldn't find
I think we were going to, but we got annoyed with how long it was taking.
Yeah.
So we'll, Petalburg is the next stop, because after that, we go down to 105, then we get a Dewport 108, wrecked ship.
Alright.
Like I said, you were worrying about how little our Pokemon pool was getting, and I was not worried. Once you have Fly, everything you skipped up until that point reopens back up. It's like getting the ability to teleport in tabletop RPG. The world becomes so much smaller. You were that, it's mine.
So it's yours.
I'm just gonna fish.
Yeah, that's
surfing took a long time.
Yeah, the encounter rate is super low. If I remember correct. From last time, as we learned from last time. Say just in case anything happens. With
Now, my character needs to not be impatient and let the fishing rod stay in for more than 4 dots. I fidgeted. Okay, we'll try again.
Oh, this one doesn't count. But I can get a Porygon 2 here.
Ooh. Come on. Dad, have
I
you
saw Pokemon-
restocked this lake yet?
I saw that you had a Pokemon on the hook originally in... Oh, Combuskin, Species Clause.
Yeah, I mean, species clause. I guess let me double check, just to be sure. Yeah, my Combuskin's from Route 120.
Yeah.
2 Combuskin options. Alright, there we go. This should be different. Ooh, okay, Vector. That's my encounter.
Okay. I will... Oh, Paris. Parasites. Species Clause. I will see if I will... There's probably only one, water encounter, right?
1 or 2.
I was more referring to just, like, running along on top of the water. I figured there'd only be, like, one. Paris. Okay, 3 in a row, Paris. I'm just assuming that my only option is fishing.
I think this one has like early bird because it's woken up on the first round after being put to sleep every time. You got this.
Porygon 2.
Petalbird. Ching.
Ultra Ball.
Ultra Baloo.
Okay, fine. I'll give you the red one. Okay, fine. I'll give you the Premier Ball. Okay, fine. I'll give you the Great Ball. You know what? This Porygon 2 wants to live in luxury. It did not want luxury. It just broke out immediately. Ultra Ball again.
I don't know why, but luxury balls always fail me.
They have the same rate as a bog standard Pokeball. The only thing, like, their thing is them
happier with you.
Yes, they give a increase to base friendship. So, like, it's good if you're trying to catch a Pokemon that evolves via friendship, but I mean, otherwise it's just otherwise you may as well just use a regular Pokeball. This Porygon 2 is not wanting to come along. And it keeps using Psybeam, so I really don't want to switch in Dustox, which is like the only thing that might have a chance of not killing it. Other than Meganium. But Meganium's probably just gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, you could try disabling the Psybeam.
I will. Does it work like that this gen? Or is that?
Well,
that
you have to wait for it to
use.
You have to wait for it to use Psybeam and then use disable, and go before it.
You know what? I'm taking the risk. The risk was not worth it. Meganium didn't die, but it definitely got put down to a third of its health.
I calculated. my risk was calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
Yep. Rage 1. The level. The problem is I can't damage it with anything.
At this point, you might smoke screen and just take it to where it starts hurting itself with struggle.
I forgot that was an option. Alright. Sody Pop on Charizard. Yes, I know you're hurt. Here, wash your wounds out with soda, Charizard. Trust me, I'm a doctor. For legal reasons, that was a joke.
What?
I said yes, I know you're hurt. Here, wash your wounds out with soda. I'm a doctor. And then I said for legal reasons that was a joke.
My friend, I gave you an out. You didn't have to repeat it.
Okay, I managed to not kill Dust Dots, but it is still being persistent. Okay, I caught it, finally.
Nice. Okay.
Now I need to go buy more Ultra Balls.
Oh, we have Fly. That's the beauty of this situation, right?
Yep.
The world is our oyster. Actually, let's make it Pokemon. The world is our Clam Pearl. Or Cloyster. The world is our Cloyster.
Let's see. Yeah, that would have been faster to go to the other one, I think. You?
It's
yes.
not. There's not really a speed difference anymore, because
well,
I mean, other than a few seconds.
Floors. What, 30? Alright, so I'm Route 104, right?
Go back to Pelberg, and then off of 104, it's just a very short surf, and you get to 105.
Alright, 104, because we got grass on 104.
Yes, 104 is one of the very important routes that we already
Ooh,
had to do.
a Citra!
Nice. You don't have the dragon scale though.
I do have a dragon scale.
Oh,
I got
then
one this session.
well then there you go. You have a Sea King there.
Kingdra.
Kingdra, yeah. I mean, they use the word sea and king far too often. All right, come on, Encounter. I don't have Repel on. Okay, I got a Slow King with. See? King!
Bag. Ball. Okay, there we go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do what I did for my Corviknight's nickname in Sword. Instead of Corvikqueen, you're gonna be Queendra. Because it's a girl. D-R-A. Alright, so that was 105. Did we get 105? We got 106, right?
Yes, we did 106 because that's off of Dewport, and 107, also fished off of Dewport. Next is 108, and the crash ship. We also didn't do 109, but we can fly a Slateport to go to the beach for that. I'm still struggling with this.
No worries.
Slow King,
I was just trying to figure out where
I can't reasonably hurt it.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't train up all of the Mon is because I figured we would be some stuff would open up, and I'm like, you know, in case we have to backtrack for any reason,
But yeah,
My Articuno has color change.
Ooh, that's good.
Not great.
I don't personally like color change, but it does mean that you'll get rid of that quad weakness.
It's good to use the AI. Hey, Kingdra has static and adamant nature, which is good in later gens. Illumise has a Soothe Bell. That's funny. Wonder Guard. So let's see. I think I'm gonna have I think I'm gonna have to put Illumise and Articuno on the team.
Did you want to do that now?
Not. I mean, maybe not now, but.
I mean, Illumise could be of help for catching Mon because of the Wonder Guard.
True.
I mean, let's go ahead and go through what we have for now and see if we want to put anything on the team to help us moving forward. So
I think if anyone's gotta help on my end, it's gonna be the Illumise that basically can't be damaged by like most things.
I mean, Hackney and potentially putting Leech Seeds to eat lower level Mon down was probably better than what I have on my team right now. So, who do we want to take out? Hackney was Petalburg.
Petalburg. My Meganium is around 110.
Okay.
My Petalburg was Porygon 2, which has Shed Skin. I think
110 is Loudred. And who are
I put Porygon 2 on because that's my Petalburg encounter.
Okay. Did you want your Illumise? So we can do that switch as well.
I mean, honestly, I guess I just like Illumise doesn't really have anything good. I would just be swapping my Safari Mon off. Safari Zone, which is I think you're.
Oh, I currently have a Deadmon. I currently have a Deadmon on my team for Fly. So
yeah. Yeah.
So we'll at the end we'll double check what teams we're gonna go with. It's a decently long trek off of 107.
Oh, geez, I forgot there were trainers on this route.
It's a water route. There's always trainers. Onyx. Goodbye. No! I didn't want to fight. Okay, Vita.
I gotta guess it, but I don't know if I'm on the right route or not.
Probably not. It's a decent trek.
Okay. Hey, Machoke.
I'll go slow so you can see where I am when it pings, because this isn't even it. You're probably you're not even at me yet. So yeah, you're there. So this rock. Yeah, that right there.
Okay, yeah, I'm on 108 now. It's your
it's my encounter. Yeah. These guys just doing some synchronized swimming. I keep pushing forward a little bit because we're also going to the wrecked ship after this. There's a place you can fish on the inside of that. Wheezing!
Okay, I got 3 of the trainers, so I can just circle.
Because we can come back and use those for money and farming later.
Hey, Gengar!
Nice! come on, Wheezing.
Gust.
Don't go boom, Wheezing.
Oh my gosh, it cursed, but it lived with 1 HP.
Yeah, curse. If you curse twice, you end up with 1 HP. If you haven't been hit. Leech Seed. Well.
Okay, I caught it.
Yeah, I'm.
Well,
this Wheezing does not want to go to bed.
So
there's the self-destruct. Sorry.
Okay, you know what? No worries. No worries. There was literally nothing that could have been done about that. I'm not even gonna end the game door then. It just got away.
Oh, abandoned ship.
I mean, it's abandoned because it's wrecked. There's actually a whole backstory to this that you can find in the ship itself, I believe.
I would imagine. There's a lot of little stories, things.
In the remakes in ORAS, they change it so that the reason the ship...
Where are you going? You know something I don't?
I was just pressing forward.
So downstairs, the middle door has a surfable or fishable pool.
Wait, what do you mean downstairs?
Go north. All the way to the end far wall.
Yeah, I
down the stairs.
Okay, yeah.
Middle door.
I was just in that first corridor there. That's all that was.
There you go.
Yeah, but in ORAS, they actually change it so that Spiritomb is the reason the ship crashed.
So it's your encounter.
At the end of the dungeon, you encounter Spiritomb.
Oh, a Pokefan is saying that Saint Anne.
Hey,
you know, the ship from Red and Blue.
So I hate to say this, that's not physically possible because Red and Blue and Ruby and Sapphire, if you look at the timeline, take place at the exact same time.
I got a Furo.
I don't know how to fight this Vulpix. Like, if I hit it... Maybe Rage for Charizard?
What level is it?
It's like 24. It's 24.
Yeah, don't mud slap it.
Yeah.
What moves does your Slowbro have?
Disable, Headbutt, Confusion, Surf.
It might be able to take a Headbutt, but I don't know, man.
I'm gonna be dumb. Okay. Okay, well then I'll swap to... Oh, it roared.
Okay, I won't even name the Furo.
I didn't know Vulpix could learn Roar.
Fierce. Roar. And then there's an item in the chamber to your left.
Yep, I had to heal a burn. Because it Will-O-Wisp my...
I love Will-O-Wisp.
It had sick... It talked sick... it talked crap to my Slowking, and it was just a sick burn.
Alright, I'm flying to Slate Court.
That's Slowking. Oh. I actually moved above you. Like, it was like the exact same frame that I...
But now it's my encounter on 109.
Charizard? Please stop hurting yourself. What?
Oh, it's a cry for help. Charizard, we're worried about you. This is an intervention. I know we called you here today to play some sick video games, but we're worried about you, buddy. Okay.
Dude, speaking of sick video games, I was up like way too late last night streaming Rift Apart.
Oh. Alright, 109 encounter for me is Species Clause, because I'm going to get a Milotic. But now's the time to test if it has Wonder Guard. It does not. Okay, so different encounter. Because I'm going to farm that Feebas up to. Okay.
Ooh, Rayquaza.
That's scary.
I got a mine on.
I doubt I'm gonna get this. But I will at least try.
I caught the mine on in one Ultra Ball.
Right. Go to sleep. No, I missed! No. Okay.
I'm gonna piss off the entire fan base of Pokemon. I named my mine on Blue-Kachu.
I mean, it's legit. That's what it is.
It's actually like
it's
worse
actually
than
more
Pikachu.
like a Pichu.
Yeah. Well, it's better than Pichu, but worse than Pikachu.
Okay, I put it to sleep. Now, be a friend. Be a friend. No. I need to switch to a different one.
Yeah. Take all the time. You got nothing but time, dude. Assuming your healing is, assuming you're not lacking for healing anyway.
I spent money on balls and not water. I did not pay my water bill. Oh, Pokefan gave a nice nickname you could have used, Peekaboo.
Yeah, I could have done that too. I thought about that as well, but I'm like, well, that's the fan name for Meryl back when it first leaked.
Come on. Oh, just because it's like a cutesy Pokemon?
Well, everyone thought it was like a Scratch evolution for Pikachu, I think.
How? You mean Azumarill?
No,
Because
Meryl.
Meryl's just a ball.
Oh, I started a battle that I didn't realize I was doing. Okay. Well, you have a ground type with Drizzle, and that is bad for you, because I have a water type. I am buying soda again.
I'm not catching this. I don't think I can. I'll give it one more ball, but I've wasted 20. Did I really just have to say that? Was that it? I'll give it one more ball. Catches it.
See, all you had to do was admit defeat, and it would make it feel bad.
Wow.
Wow, so we have a lot of considerations to make, because unfortunately it's linked to Minun.
Yeah, yeah, it's not linked well.
You need to go away, Gengar. You got away. You're not supposed to be here.
Alright, I still have... Did we do 115? I don't think we did.
115... I will check. And by I will check, I mean I will go through every
Check the grave.
We did 115. I got it right here.
Okay.
It's my Wooper.
What about 117? Because sometimes I forget to press the button.
17... I feel like we did do 117. Fine, you're dead. I feel like we did.
16, 02,
16.
Thruster, 01, 17, yes. It was my Whiscash.
Yeah, which is my Glalie.
Okay. It looks like we've done all we can. For now.
Yeah, I was gonna say for now, because after the team
after
I think we do the team Aqua phase. Yeah.
And then it opens up everything else except for Victory Road.
Yep. Yeah, it opens up 124, 125.
Now the question will be asked then, do we consider underwater routes separate from the routes above? Because that's how PokéLink is set up. It does have underwater route 102, 124, underwater route 126. Well, I mean, because we're doing a Soul Link, that might be the handicap we need for how many.
I was gonna say, I think since PokéLink is set up that way, I think it's valid to count them separately.
I mean, they're also separate encounter tables, so...
Yeah, that too.
Alright, so now we have to build a team.
Yep.
Or we don't right now, and we come back after we've leveled and evolved things. I think we aim for, like, 38-ish, the level-wise, because 42 is our next cap, and we need some leeway for dealing with the Magma and Aqua bases.
Yeah.
I think
what's
the Team Magma boss is 37.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are the bosses at? Because there's Archie, and
then it's not even the boss for Aqua. It's his
underling.
Yeah. Because the Aqua guy's in the sub and is running away.
Oh, okay.
So
my Minun has magnet pull. That's so useless.
Why? Oh, that's not the Emerald one. Maxi, show me your teams. Okay, Pokemon Emerald, first battle, second battle. Third battle is the one we're looking at, because that's the one in front of...
That's the one in front of Groudon.
Yeah, so he would normally have a level 42... Is it? No, this is the Moss Deep Space Center. Second one is the one we're looking at.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, his cap is 39.
Okay.
So yeah, aim for about 38-ish. Puts us in good line there. 37, 38. That also gives leeway for evolving Mon. Because right now, I think it would be a bad idea for us to set up our team, and then a Mon evolve, and suddenly they have a poopy skill. A poopy ability, I mean.
Yeah. Like, for example, my Waving Bell might, well...
Pokefan is saying the legendary duo Rayquaza and Minun.
Hey, you know what? Don't knock on defensive. Have you seen the I think it was the 2014 Pokemon World Championships? Pachirisu, where Pachirisu just tanked so much.
So not good. Rayquaza has Lightning Rod.
Hey, you know what? It
doesn't. It's not horrible because Dragon resists electricity.
Yeah. Also, I nicknamed my Articuno Flappy, and I am so... Like, look at that face! Look at how happy this Articuno is!
Right. So yeah, like I said, you get through that 6th gem in this gen, and because you now have Fly, you really get to build up your team again.
Yep. I just...
Because, like, I'm gonna have a Meganium, see what... Unless I find out that the second evolution has, like, Wonder Guard. At which point, I just need to not let my, let it evolve. I need
Actually, I should be using this Meganium because it has thick fat.
Yeah, Meganium's a great mon. I have to go make help Feebas feel better about itself.
Yeah.
Make it pretty. Get some Deschanel.
I'm trying to think because I kind of want to put Illumise on the team simply because Wonder Guard on anything is just good, even if
yeah. We're gonna have your Wonder Guard mon. We're gonna definitely have your Wonder Guard mon on the team. What route was that again?
That was Lilycove.
I have all mine.
Lilycove.
Lilycove. I have all of mine jumbled up. But I should.
Mine are too now.
That's my Marshtomp. I'm gonna have that anyways. That's a great mon, like ground water.
Yeah, assuming it doesn't get hit by a stray Razor Leaf.
if there's a Razor Leaf, or if there's Grass type anywhere near Marshtomp, and I leave Marshtomp out, we're in major trouble.
Yeah. I encountered
I'm drunk or something like.
so I had Claydol out against a Weavile or a Sneasel earlier. Thank goodness it wasn't a Weavile, otherwise Claydol would have died. The Claydol was just out front and Sneasel came out first. Sneasel had Arena Trap. Claydol could not leave.
Ooh. Yeah.
That was when I saw Claydol can't be switched out because of Arena Trap, I was like, oh no.
So, tentatively though, I think I might request that I have Rayquaza on the team. Because even with Lightning Rod, I mean, I resist.
Yeah, and like, here's the thing, Minun may not be very good itself, or may not be very good, but Electric is a really useful type.
Yeah, it is.
Believe it or not, I played through a couple of games now without using Electric, just as a sort of personal challenge, but also just because I've used Electric so much. But that's because I'm realizing now, holy crap, Electric is so helpful. It is like the most basic, the most helpful of the basic elementals between fire, electric, water, and grass.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we call it there though, so that we can both go do some grinding.
Yep. I'm gonna.
Thanks for the game, man.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Catch you next week, so that we can see. We'll see what I won't have a T-Tar by 37.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately, it's like a one of those level 50 plus evolutions, I think. At least,
yeah,
you know what?
it's a pseudo.
At least it's not a Hydreigon. Hydreigon evolves at like level 65.
Yeah, at which point most of the content of the game is already over, except for the
not only that,
content.
not only that, in Unova you get its first form in Victory Road at like level 20. So you're at the end game. You encounter the thing that becomes the pseudo in Victory, like right before the Elite Four, and you have to train it to level 65 to get the pseudo. It is insane. Granted, it's a very good Pokemon, but it is insane the way they
That is going to be where
like that. Kanjo's technically an impossible evolution, right? Because you have to trade while it's holding the Dragon Scale. Right?
What?
Kanjo's an impossible evolution, right?
Yeah, but if you get it to a certain level while it's holding the Dragon Scale, it evolves.
Oh, okay.
I've tested that setting out. It does work.
Okay, I will immediately give this thing the Dragon Scale that I found then. Actually, I won't do that because I can Lucky Egg it. But yeah, so it's probably the same level as the others. What is a Spearberry? Oh. Alright, well, I guess I will catch you next week, and I think I have an idea for what I want my team to be. But we'll see. Alright, so for my end, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break after this so that I can eat, and when we come back, we'll probably be doing more 3 Hopes.
Ah, okay, sorry about that.
All good. You know, it's funny. Your ground type can't be paralyzed.
Yeah.
There's 2 moves.
I mean, no, there's Scary Fae. There's
no,
Scary
well, I was
Fae.
gonna say there's 2 moves that paralyze it that aren't electric type. Glare and Stun Spore.
Right. But see, I told you we didn't have to worry about the fact that we were running thin. We now have 2 rows, essentially, of Mon to choose from, just in the bank. Well, we have
Hold
a full
on.
team.
Do you have a dupe or not a dupe? A Mon that's in the graveyard that shouldn't be?
Might?
Or rather, do you have a Mon? Hold on, because you have 1 more Pokemon than I do somehow.
I might not have gotten rid of one that you didn't catch. So let's go ahead and go through.
Yeah, just so.
Oh no! I know why. I had a dead Mon on my team. You have a full team.
Oh.
I had a dead Mon on my team.
Right.
That takes care of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If I do this, there we go. We're even.
Well, now I gotta put mine on my team so we match up. I'm kidding.
Well, no, we're about to go do our grinding because we're also gonna try to get that Articuno on your team.
Yeah.
Because that's legendary. That's legendary power.
Yep.
And also, you only take a super effective from it on it once, and then it's no longer super effective.
Yep.
Because of that color change.
Yeah. So I just have to keep it away from rock types. And Illumise with Wonder Guard. I'm gonna, I keep getting, like, the Ash Ketchum style teams where there's just one glaring weakness. Like, his Kalos team was just...
That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
So let's see.
But I also, on your Fairy just does what Ice does better. Fairy doesn't take care of ground.
Yeah, but ground is also can't hit flying, and it takes super effective from grass and water.
But if so, I look at fire more, ice and more in the realms of fire, because they overlap a bit more.
Yeah.
Wait, no, they don't. No, it's just it's good to have both.
Well,
like if you have both of them, the only overlap is grass, and then you're covering 7 things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the main thing that Ice's main thing is that it tends to have high special defense, and that's what Fairy does. But Fairy has nowhere near as many weaknesses as Ice. Ice is weak to rock, fire.
That's why I say.
Fighting.
That's why I say personally, Ice is a bad Mon type. It's a good ability type. Because Fairy, and the only thing they overlap with is Dragon.
I mean, not really, because Fairy.
Fairy is fighting Dragon. Yeah, Fairy is fighting Dragon Ice, and Dark. I mean, and Ice is Grass, Flying Dragon, and Ground. So the only overlap is on Dragon. So
yeah.
I think it's one of those things where Ice is a really good type for moves, bad for Mon.
Yeah.
And that's how I've seen it ever since I was really dumb and I was playing through I think it was Black and White, and I was just going for cool. I was just picking up the cool Mon and Abomasnow.
The Abomasnow, which is an ice and grass type, takes 4 damage from fire.
Yeah, it was not pretty. I was turned away from Ice at that point, and then I did my randomizer solo through Pokemon Red, and had Ice Beam on Snorlax with Amnesia, and that was power.
Well, that's
again,
because,
Gen 1 Amnesia.
Yeah, that's Gen 1 was
attack and defense.
Yeah, Gen 1 was I think even Gen 2 they were still lumped into one stat.
No, they're split.
Oh, they're split in Gen 2? Okay. I was gonna say that was Gen 1 where everything was like ridiculously broken. Like Charizard in Gen 1 would take super effective damage from Ice Beam because it was flying type.
It said that, but it didn't actually do the calculation. That was part of how it was broken.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a lot of interactions like that where it just notices that you could, so it says it's super effective, even though it's not actually doing any increased or decreased.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but that's why. So I was asked while I was playing through it, why not play Fire Red, Leaf Green? That's why I don't play the when I'm doing my walkthroughs from Gen 1 to current. I play the generation, not the update.
Yeah, the
because
the mechanics are different.
Even if they say they didn't touch any of the mechanics of the game, say Brilliant Diamond and Pearl, whatever the newest ones are. Even if they say they didn't change the balance at all, they did. They tweaked those little idiosyncrasies that were in the game, little bugs that were there. They fixed those. They just might not have told you.
Oh yeah, so they definitely changed Cynthia's team in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Because in the originals, she's just like any other trainer. She doesn't have EVs on her Pokemon. In Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, all of her Pokemon have EVs. Some of our Pokemon have hidden abilities.
Yeah, so that's why. So whenever anyone asks me on stream, like, why don't you play the updated one? I go, because I want to get I'm doing the walkthrough of the journey of the Pokemon and not just how good are they now.
Yeah.
I want that older experience.
Yeah. Like when I streamed Shining Pearl, I was shocked when I did fought her Garchomp and found out it had rough skin. Because I had an Azumarill and I hit it with Play Rough. This was after one-shotting her Lucario with superpowers, so of course my attack was down one stage.
Oh, how up to date are you on Scarlet and Violet stuff?
If there, I saw the last direct involving them, but
I cannot.
memory's a little hazy on it. So
their borrowed power system for this next one, where you can just be like, you know what?
Yeah, changing types. Yeah.
My Sudowoodo is actually just Wudo.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's not pseudo at all. It is grass type.
They show that off in the trailer. I'm wondering how that's gonna work. Is it just gonna change the first type? I imagine it's just gonna change.
I think it's gonna function
type.
like color change. So the mechanics are already there, but you now have control over it to some degree. It's gonna change your type.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take both. It's gonna make you a single type of that type.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
Initially, when they were announcing it, I thought it was going to add a third type. Basically, you would become... So, you could be, say, an Articuno with the fire could be fire, ice, flying.
That would take so much damage from a rock-type move.
Yeah, but that was the thought process I had in my head. But apparently that's been confirmed not to be the case. That it is changing a type. Even still, I don't like the fact that it makes the Pokemon look like they're wearing big party hats.
Yeah.
That's stupid to me. Like, they could have done something. I get why they're doing it. It's easy to just have that one thing that for each type and just place it on the head of the Mon's model. Versus doing something like ice type, the Mon starts having ice crystals formed to it, or something like that.
Yeah, and that way, it's also easier to. It's also more obvious to.
Yeah, for competitive, it's very like, oh, that one.
Yeah. It's exactly. It's like, oh, my Porygon 2 changed into a ghost type.
It just
it's just got this big
giant. The only one I approve. The only one I approve of is the flying. It's just a cluster of balloons.
Oh.
They show it off with a Pikachu.
Oh yeah,
flying.
that's right. That's right. That's actually an early like.
I wonder though, will it change type, or will for like single type Mon, or will it add to make them a dual type Mon? Basically making a Pikachu into an Emolga.
It's kind of implied. I don't know. They say that it changes the type, so that just makes me think that
it might just
the Pikachu with Fly, which by the way is actually a reference and a callback to the very early days. One of the first Pokemon distributed was a Pikachu with Fly. There's also a Pikachu with Surf. I think it's only available in Gen 1, in OG Gen 1 and 2. Hey! Excuse me.
Pleasure.
Thank you. But, yeah, I need to head out so I can eat.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, talk to you later. Good luck with grinding, and have a good week.
Yeah, you too.
Alright, and on my end, like I said before, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, because I have 2 Discord notifications, and I need to eat and, do other things. So I will be back in... I'll be back probably around 4 Central, where we'll probably try to pick up Fire Emblem Warrior, 3 Hopes. And yeah, see you all then. Later.